Good night, Papua New Guinea. I'm your host, Godwin Eki, and welcome to Coca-Cola Sports Scene. First, PNG soccer champions Hekari United are looking forward to the challenge of taking on the Oceania region's best footballing teams. This was the message delivered by the team's management at a press conference held over the eve of their departure.
Tefea FC of Vanuatu will be Hekari's first opponents on the 7th of April, and while the OFC Champions League is a step above the NSL, the opposition will be familiar foes, with Hekari already having met both Ba and Tefea on previous occasions. When asked about the team's preparation, manageress Voni Capinato described the season so far as being a very difficult one, with delays in the local NSL also affecting their preparation.
But me got a strong faith, Lord willing, which is I always believe in it. With their hard work, our players, our coaches, me believe by me fella make him good Lord this tournament. Whatever him come around, last whistle will give us the answer for every game. But our faith, our belief in our good Lord above, with our hard work, me believe the boys can make him.
Coach Jerry Allen was quieter but just as optimistic, stating that the team would be heading to Fiji with one goal only and that they would not simply be enjoying the sights.
We play by goal of Fiji just only for one goal. Even though we play go through a lot of hard times, but we play goal up for play as well. Every team that all travel Fiji all go for visit there. Everyone go to play. We play to go for play. But just one important thing, I put them across that. People like people Papua New Guinea support me play. Without them, I think before the league, but me got faith and confidence in all place when we play God now. Papua New Guinea boys play here. We play go by me play give best play me play. What me play are working. Thank you.
Unlike in previous seasons, the PNG champions are not heading to Fiji as tournament favourites. This is because captain David Muta, Peter Bolotonga, Taniela Wanga, Daniel Joe and midfielder Neil Hans are all nursing injuries, although Muta, Hans and Wanga are named in the squad to travel. The club has announced left-back Koryak Upaiga as team captain, and the young defender was honoured to take the leadership.
I would like to thank the sponsor for Hekari and the managers for selecting me to be the skipper since David is injured. It will be a big task leading the boys to this Champions League, but I'll be fired up, ready for taking the boys to the next level, which is the semi-finals, which should be the home and away.
Hekari's first match will be against Tefea on the 7th of April.
Members of the Pacific Games Organizing Committee attended the 60th anniversary celebrations of the Evangelical Brotherhood Church as part of their awareness campaign on community participation. Awareness program with communities also involve churches and gives the opportunity to work in partnership with them to bring message about the game to the people. With Christianity being the main religion throughout the Pacific nations, the organizing committee will be looking to churches in the national capital to provide spiritual guidance. Executive Manager for Marketing and Communications, Ken Siminji, expressed happiness with the involvement of churches and the valuable contribution they would have to visiting athletes in preparation for the Games.
So every 4 years and Pacific Games, every 2 years and mini games. So mini games and come up 4 years too. Mini games and also legally countries lo Pacific. And all got chance lo hosting games also na. Lo main Pacific Games and 28 plus sports. Mini games lo legally countries, some country 13,000 people in one country also was in Putama. Some country even smaller than that. All know what chance lo hosting big country. Or big games, also hosting all mini games.
Pastor Marling Oppo expressed happiness at the recognition given and called it a blessing in itself.
I come up every 4 years, na mibla privilege of stop first line of Kisim Tura da Kokomo one time all officers langam na people all media line reply. Warmly welcome you along. Good to see you again. Thank you.
The Pacific Games Organizing Committee will be using churches as partners to ensure that the spiritual needs that visiting athletes have will also be accommodated. We'll go for our first break, so stick around. You're watching Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Welcome back to the show. Well, beach volleyball has recently attracted interest in the sporting world, and Jeremy interviewed Mini Pacific Games silver medalist Hazel Ruga as she spoke about the sport. Over to you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Godwin. I'm here with Hazel Ruga, silver medalist at the mini games that were held in Wallace and Fortuna last year. Hazel, beach volleyball, the skills are a little bit different from inside the court.
Yes, our skills in beach volleyball is totally different. Not the same as indoor, because indoor you have like a straightforward skills, but with beach we have totally different. With volley, we have a different style of volley, and also in the placing balls and all this. Yeah.
Now, obviously, one of the biggest differences between beach volleyball and indoor volleyball is the number of players. Does it make it harder when there's only 2 players and you have to cover the 8x7 court?
Yes, it makes it very difficult when you have only 2 players in the court, and it's you and your partner. And when you are playing, especially in covering, you'll be in front blocking and your partner is at the back covering the whole court. It's not like indoor. Indoor you have 6 players in there.
I was also trying to ask about the transition. Is it easier switching from beach volleyball to indoor volleyball, or is it the other way around?
I'll say it's the other way around, because with indoor moving to switching to beach is, like I said earlier, with the skills. You got to have your skills right to play the beach. And from you switching from beach to indoor is okay, because the skills are just, it's just easier. So it's easier to switch from beach to indoor.
Now, for those Papua New Guineans out there that aren't really too familiar with beach volleyball, what are the rules?
Okay, the rules that we have is with the volley, especially most beach players, they find it very difficult to volley the ball. We have volley, and we have the placing of the balls, where you don't just place, but you knuckle. You use knuckles to place the ball. And also you can go under the net, cross under the net, and you go under the net and go to your opponent's side. It's allowed. And whereas the indoor, you stay on your side.
Well, that was one of the things I noticed. There is no dividing
Yes.
half line between both sides of the court. It's just one single court.
Yes.
Now, I also understand that there will be a squad that's going to be selected for the national championships as soon as the tournament ends.
Yes.
Can you tell me about that, please?
Okay, the squad that is going to be selected will be out from this competition that we are having here right now. They'll be selecting the squad for the PNG Games that is in Lae, and also for the Oceania Games that is in November. That's going to be held, I think, probably in Fiji. So they'll be selecting the 2 squads out from this competition that we are having here.
How many people will be selected for each squad? Considering it's a 2-man sport, how many reserves are going to be taken?
Okay, the federation are the ones where they will do the selection, and the number of selection of the players. It's going to be the train-on squad, and they will trim them down. They will trim them down to number of maybe 6 players. 6 players, and then to the final 2 men's and final 2 women's.
Are you hoping to be part of that team, considering your experience already?
Yes, I am, because I am because I can see that I'm the one that who's good, who's really talented at the moment, and with my silver medalist that I have gone to Wallace and Fortuna, I'm looking forward to go to the the Oceania Games in Fiji to defend my silver in Fiji.
Just coming back to that, what were your experiences like in Wallace and Fortuna?
The experience that I had there, it was awesome. The experience that I got from there, and now that I'm here, I am trying to explore that experience in Fiji as well. And I'm going to do extra harder to get what I want out there.
How talented are the other Pacific Islanders, especially in terms of beach volleyball, considering that next year will be the 2015 games, we are going to be hosting it? Do you think they will be providing a huge challenge for us as well?
Oh, yes. They're very talented. They're very talented. With the Vanuatus. Vanuatus are very talented, where we lost to Vanuatus in grand final. And also with Fiji. But with the coach that we have at the moment, who is an interim coach who's coaching us at the moment, he's from Fiji as well. His name is Joe, and he's an international beach volleyball coach. So coming here in Papua New Guinea, working here in Papua New Guinea, he's helping PNG team. That's where we gain our silver for the women's and bronze for the men's. He's giving us everything that he can give, and we're going to go up there with the same level with Tahiti and with Vanuatus.
Hazel Ruga, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Well, it was a big weekend in softball as the Port Moresby Men's Softball League held its grand finals at the Vicini Diamonds. In the B-grade defense, took on Brown Eagles in the men's B-grade grand final. United Brothers proved too strong in Port Moresby men's A-grade grand finals with a convincing win over Gazelle.
Softball fans and supporters in the nation's capital flocked the Vicini Diamonds to witness the clash between Gazelle and United Brothers in the Port Moresby Softball League Men's Grand Final. Gazelle, celebrating its 34th year in the PMSL and 25th appearance in the finals, hoping to make this the 19th title. The first 3 innings saw both teams making sure all ends were tight, not wanting to risk anything. Gazelle's Harry Matthews, Chris Pamel and Melly Tarakau were caught under the spell of United Brothers pitcher Tony William and fielding by junior Dick Bart. Gazelle took the second innings, United Brothers equalised in the third. With a turn of events at the bottom of the 4th innings, United Brothers once again capitalised on Gazelle's casual fielding and brought home 4 runs to take the lead 5-1. As the match drew to a close, Gazelle looked to make a comeback in the 5th inning, but were once again shut down by very strong fielding by United Brothers. All-rounder player of the season, Dick Bart Jr. was excited and content with taking out the title. United Brothers now walk away with the both minor and premiership title of season 2014 under their belt. Even though the runners-up wasn't the outcome they anticipated, Gazelle will be a force to reckon with in the Port Moresby Softball League. Underdogs Brown Eagles shocked a defence outfit 12-6 to walk away as this season's B-grade men's winners.
And it's a congratulations to both the United Brothers and the sisters teams for their premierships. We'll go for a break, so stay with us. You're watching Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Welcome back. The Central Touch Rugby Association was into its round 5 matches. With fields being a problem throughout the capital, they have resorted to using a smaller area along 5 Mile in Port Moresby. Despite this, the competition organisers are confident in their tournament and are anticipating the national championships later on this month. Jeremy caught up with them.
Thanks again, Godwin. Now I'm over here at the Central Touch Association competition. They're now in round 5. And I'm privileged to be standing next to their president, Alice Barra, and also the match coordinator, Billy Carava. I hope I pronounced it well. I'll start off with you, Alice. Tell us, Central Touch Association, round 5 competition must be very exciting right now.
Yes, at the moment we started off slowly, but as since last week and this week we've gradually brought all of the clubs together because it's a points game, so now everybody is really into it.
And Billy, how many teams have been taking part in the competition?
So far it's 10 teams at the moment now. We have quite a good number of teams that come in. There are a couple of new teams that also came this year. So far we have 10 teams.
How many divisions are there in the competition?
So far we have 3 divisions at the moment. There's open divisions only, open men's and women's, and next to
Now, Alice, I do understand that there have been issues in looking for grounds to play. How has the association been able to counter that?
We've been playing in the big field over there, but as you can see, the field is a very big problem here. The off-season rugby has taken over the field that we are playing, so we decided to play. It's a one-field thing. We have actually the seniors and juniors in the division in the competition, but because of the field, we only run in the 3 open divisions.
Now, even though you're using only one field, have you found the competition still runs smoothly?
Yes, we've seen that the competition has been running very smoothly. Everyone is turning up on time. Competition is running on time. We don't have any agenda.
I think time is a very important factor. We all know what Papua New Guineans are like. Do you hope competition, finals, everything will be sorted out before developments take place throughout the year?
Yes, we've scheduled ourselves in the association already, so our finals will be brought before the developments. We are very prepared for
Now, I also do understand the national championships are coming about. Are you hoping that Central Touch Association can be able to field a team for that?
The national championships are going to be held in 2 weeks' time. That's from the 18th to the 21st. Central Touch is filled in 8 divisions, which is 3 open divisions, and the 3 senior divisions, and 2 juniors, junior boys and junior girls. And at the moment, the senior mix, the Central Touch, we hold the titles from the Medellin Touch. So we're looking forward to hold the title again this year.
Have there been any members from the Central Touch Association that have made it into the PNG, the national team?
Yes, we have quite a number of people who made it to the PNG national team. Recently, we have so far 6 to 7 open men division who went to the PNG squad, and there's a couple of 3 or 4 girls who have also been selected for the PNG squad.
Alice, are you hoping that after the national championships come about, that there will be more members from Central Touch Association who will be in the national team?
Yeah, it's quite interesting during these national championships. It's going to be another sort of an incentive for the seniors. The World Cup is around next year, 2015. So basically, this tournament will everybody seniors who are 30 over, they'll be vying for the spot to get into the selection.
The AFL pre-season kicked off over the weekend at the Colts ground, and Rex Lecker, AFL PNG Senior Operations Manager, filled us in on the Port Moresby AFL competition.
Yes, this is the AFL Port Moresby Seniors pre-season, which we started today. We'll be running this pre-season for 3 weekends. We have the grand final on the 19th, that's during the Easter weekend. And then after the grand final, we have a week's break, and then we kick off the proper season on the 1st of May. For this Port Moresby competition, I'm taking care of 3 divisions. So all the 10 teams taking part now will have an under-18s men's and the open women's. So the open women's, we might be taking them in the first. We'll just start them off when the seniors start on the 3rd of May. So the women's competition will also be running alongside with the men's competition. At the moment, we've got Mount Hagen Lae, Rabaul, Kavieng, Buka, Port Moresby itself, Gulf, and Goroka as well. Yeah. So maybe, as I said, like when I mentioned the 10 centers that will be taking part, all those 10 are, yes, been affiliated to AFL PNG. So.
PNG AFL there. We'll go for our break, so stay with us. Welcome back, and now we move on to Rugby Nines. Sogeri Community hosted its Rugby Nines Grand Final, and we managed to cover it over the weekend, so let's take a look. This year was marked one of the special year for Sogeri residents, as it was the first of its kind to host a Rugby League Grand Final on home soil, as it attracted sponsors from in and around nation's capital. Sogeri Rugby League saw up to 8 teams go head-to-head as they battled on the field. Several teams in the competition came from Port Moresby to show off their skills and talents. 8 teams competing in 4 games clashed on the field of Sogeri as they played for pennant, plate, bowl and cup finals. To start off the games, Sagi Brothers played against Vakasu Rangers for the pennant winner. It was a tough match between the two teams, but with great speed and momentum from the Sagi brother, Vakasu Souths got ditched 12-8 Sagi brother. In the bowl match, Pattern Eyes won the bowl match with 16 points. Farm Boy took home the plate after dispatching Country Brother with 18 points. And in the main game, the cup final, Sogeri's very own home team Hooks Tiger took home the cup with a great victory win over Fair Dinner. Well, that brings us to the end of our show, viewers. If you have any sports-related stories or would like us to cover your sports or feature stories, please send us an email, and don't forget to check us out on Facebook, like our page, tune into Hotspot for all your latest sporting events in and around the country. Well, as always, viewers, please go grab yourself a nice ice-cold Coca-Cola, can or bottle, and satisfy your thirst. Until next week, right here, same time, same place on Coca-Cola Sports Scene. I'm Godwin Eki. See you then.